Hey there, welcome to this special edition of the video blog. Yes, it is inside the Bachelor kitchen. Today we're going to prepare a little Indian meal that I think everyone should be able to do. If you're someone who appreciates any sort of Indian or Middle Eastern food or Thai food or anything spicy, well, this is my take, and it's very easy and very cheap and very fast. What kind of fast to put together? And even if you're a moron and don't know how to cook, you should be able to handle this one. So we're going to walk you through the steps today on Inside the Bachelor Kitchen. Okay, so first off here we have some, these are white creamer potatoes from Trader Joe's, which I probably didn't cost very much for a big old bag of them. Just slice them, keep the skins on, just diced them up in quarters, I believe. They're pretty small. They're like the size of like kiwis. And then we're gonna put that in the pot. We got a nice, decent sized medium saucepan slash pot here on the stove. No heat on yet. We'll get to that in a minute. Now you could easily make this with chicken or beef, I guess, or something. Although I wouldn't recommend that. It wouldn't be very Indian of you to use beef. But we're actually gonna use tofu because I'm a vegetarian. So we're gonna look into the refrigerator here, and oh, there it is. You want to use firm tofu. Usually it's going to come pre-baked. This stuff I got from Whole Foods, I believe. This has a little zesty lemon pepper flavor. You can use anything. Trader Joe's has some really good tofu that it carries. It's baked and firm. So we're going to take the tofu and just cut it into thin slices. It'll pretty much approximate a I guess kind of a chicken-like texture. Since it is baked and you don't really need to pre-cook it again, although there are some dishes I make where I will grill the tofu so it gets a real nice crispy kind of firm, extra firm thing going on. This package serves supposedly four servings, which are about 150 calories each. I've got 2 servings going in here. The portions we're going to make are pretty much good for 2 people, unless you're a glutton like I am, and then you're going to get pretty much 1 serving. Or you get to make enough for yourself for 2 meals, which is really the optimal thing. And next we're going to put the tofu in the pot, which you don't need to see because you can pretty much figure that out. And then we're going to move on to the rest of the ingredients. Now, you could get, you should have fresh vegetables for this, and we say should. I tend to keep a lot of frozen vegetables in stock just because I have kind of a bit of a hectic life, and if I buy fresh vegetables, they'll go bad pretty quickly. So I tend to keep them frozen. They're organic. You lose a little bit of your nutritional value when you freeze and then cook things the same way as when you stick things in the microwave. You pretty much kill their nutritional value, but it's still better than nothing. At least you're getting vegetables. So we're going to go here in the freezer, which you can see is always stocked with lots of veggies all around. I'm going to use this mix here. This is organic mixed vegetables available at Trader Joe's for a low price. Yes, lots of stuff comes from Trader Joe's. The great thing about Trader Joe's is that it pretty much provides for us to eat healthy and cheap and easy all at the same time. So this is a mix of broccoli, cauliflower, green beans, and carrots. Pretty good mix. Get your fiber and your beta-carotene and all that good stuff, and it's tasty, and you definitely don't want to make a meal without broccoli, ever. Seriously. So you can see we've got here in the pot the potatoes and the tofu. I'm going to add the vegetables. I don't measure this, I just kind of get out what, as much as it feels like it's about right. Pretty much your pot's probably going to be about a third of the way full by the time you get your stuff in here. There, see, there you go, look, it looks nice already. Alright, so another thing Trader Joe's has is more things to make great prefab meals. So I discovered this thing about a couple years ago. There's these great little Indian sauces they have. They have a couple different kinds. They have a curry, and they have other stuff, names I can't pronounce or remember. But anyway, so we go up here in the cabinet and let's see where the good stuff. Oh yeah! So there's the curry simmer sauce right next to the chunky salsa. Very important to have a lot of tomato products because lycopene helps prevent cancer. So I like to do a little something. I like to mix up a couple different sauces. So we got the curry, and we've got the masala, They also have another one which is called korma or korba. They're pretty much all just tasty and spicy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix half and half, and then we're going to also then put in half a jar of water, because each of these jars is a 15-ounce serving, and you're going to add an 8-ounce amount of water. Alright, so we've added half a jar of the masala sauce. I'm going to add half a jar of the curry. So make for a nice mix of flavors. Get in there. Alright, so it looks like we got 1 cup of water. Alright, we're going to take that and add that to this little mix here. And, alright. Now it doesn't look like much, does it? So now it's all in there. We're going to want to cover it. And get a lid. Oh, it's not the right size lid. Jeez, man. What's the matter? Alright, so we're going to turn this on high. You just want to you want to get the stuff boiling. Once it's boiling, which, you know, it should take about 5 minutes or so to boil, you're going to want to let it simmer for, I don't know, I'd say, until it's done. You're going to want to let it boil and then simmer for, I guess, about 15 to 20 minutes total. Since there's no meat to cook and the tofu is pre-baked, you're pretty much good to go on safety. And obviously frozen vegetables aren't going to kill you. The key thing is you want to get everything nice and tender. You want to get broccoli to a, you know, bright green color, as you do anytime you cook broccoli. And you know, you don't want the carrots soggy, you don't want the, you know, so basically if you're able to get a fork easily through the potatoes, and you know, if the broccoli's not ice hard anymore, which at that point it shouldn't be, then you're good. And that's why the potatoes are really good, because not only do you get the good starchy carbohydrates from the potatoes, F you Atkins people, but the potatoes make a really good indicator for when your stuff's ready, because if those potatoes are soft, you're done. Period. You don't need to cook it anymore. So we're going to let that sit. Naan is a you know, Central Asian flatbread, pretty much. It's pretty close to pita, but it's a little bit richer, a little bit chewier. You'll find it pretty much served at any Indian restaurant. And thankfully, our friends Trader Joe's, as far as becoming like a commercial for Trader Joe's. But seriously, look, check this out. They got this nice frozen package of tandoori naan, right? Which is actually supposedly imported and authentic Indian bread. Anyway, it's frozen, so you just take this, take out a slice, pop it in the oven, or, you know, in my case, pop it in the toaster oven. I guess you could nuke it, but it probably wouldn't, because nuking things sucks. You'll notice that in the Bachelor kitchen, oh yes, that's right, there are no microwaves anywhere. You don't need microwaves, people! Look, those things are going to freaking kill you, okay? I mean, everything else is going to kill you anyway. You got car exhaust, you got smog, and you got reality TV, death rays shooting from Paris Hilton's eyes. Other things will kill you anyway. But microwaves don't, they just make things worse. And they kill food. It's bad. So anyway, let's just let the naan cook for like 3 or 4 minutes in the oven at 400. That's pretty much it. So we're going to let this stuff boil, and we're going to put the naan in, and then it's all going to come together, and it's going to be awesome. So as you can see, it's worked up to a pretty good boil. I turned the heat down to about medium just to let it simmer. Take a look inside, that lusciousness. Oh, good. If you could smell it right now, you'd be in friggin' heaven, babies. But we're going to let this sit for a while. Just periodically stir it up. You know, stir it up, and we'll check back in on that in a few minutes. Well, kids, here it is. Another good way to tell if your stuff's done is a lot of the liquid will evaporate, which is good, and you get a nice thick sauce. So this is it. It's done. I checked. The potatoes are soft. The vegetables are tender but not soggy. So we're going to take this and serve it up. Now this stuff is very hot, so actually it's helpful that you have the naan, because you can kind of start dipping into it while it's still hot without burning yourself. This stuff stays really hot for a while, actually, and especially if you know anything about potatoes and broccoli. And broccoli gets cool fast, but potatoes, they stay hot for a while. So I like to dish it up into a nice little bowl here, and try not making a mess. Although this is messy food, and you could eat it exclusively with your hands and the naan bread, which is totally cool. So we just put it into the dish, and look at that, some good stuff. Get some more stuff. All right. So we got a bowl full of that, and then we're going to take the naan out of the toaster oven, and then we're going to have ourselves a meal. Okay, so last step is we take the naan out of the oven. It's going to be a little bit hot, but you can handle it. It's not too bad. Just going to set that down there for a second. You see it's a nice, lovely golden brown-ish color. It's awesome. This is good. Oh, hot. Oh my God, hot. Oh, damn it. Alright, so, yeah. So, yeah, let's take this over here. And there it is, babies. Lovely Indian meal. This will clear your sinuses, and it'll be tasty, and it's healthy, and it's vegetarian, and it's like 90% organic, which is great. And it was cheap. Altogether, your components, probably maybe $10 or so, maybe even 12, but those are components that'll last, you know, a couple sessions. So that's it. So thanks for joining me on this first edition of Inside the Bachelor Kitchen, and I hope you check back next time when I'm not sure what we're going to do, but we're going to do something else that's going to keep you from eating junk food despite your lack of having a domestic partner or a cash flow. Peace out, yo. Eat up.